I walked into I like flexing my belt, flexing my shoes too.
Oh, let me show you this house. Oh, look at this house.
And they're wanting to come work for my company. Some of them are overweight. Some of them are not. Living in an apartment, they have designer shoes, designer belt. They drive like a Lexus or like an Infinity type shit. Maybe even a BMW, Benz. Definitely not a supercar. Definitely not a homeowner.
Fuck.
Perfect nails. Perfect macros.
Well guys, it looks like that we are back once again with another victim of the Wesley Watson pegging and another one of his dipshit students. And the student we have today is a very unique one and one that I discussed about a month ago and goes by Amir on Instagram. And you see, if you're unfamiliar with the channel, Amir here is as big of a dumbass as you can get when it comes to being a fake alpha male online and trying to be a tough guy. And in some of my past videos on this complete clown, we have seen him tracking down people and trying to fight them because they rode by him on a skateboard and called him fake.
Yeah, what's up, dog? Come on. What's up, bro? What's up, bro?
Along with also seeing him trying to get an ego high off of homeless people, where he witnessed them buying alcohol and proceeded to flex on them because apparently they were his competition.
Damn, you drinking at 7 a.m., man?
I've been out here for about a week.
Man.
I lost my place about a week ago.
Oh man, dude. Damn. This is what the competition is, man. This is what the competition is out here, man.
And on top of this goofy-ass behavior, paired with him always talking about man titties and 10-inch arms like Wesley, we have even seen him just plain out talking shit about people for no reason at all, and doing so in his car because he wouldn't say it to their face. Because unlike the homeless guy, some of them could have probably beat his ass.
Look at this shit. Look at that shit right there. Look at that. See, I bet you their parents didn't give a f about them.
So as I'm sure you can tell if you're unfamiliar with Amir, he is just a really arrogant and egotistical dickhead who just cannot help himself but to put himself up and going on ego highs by seeing other people that aren't in as good of a position as he is. And he always does so by talking some crazy shit. And this was something that was really put on display the last time we covered him about a month ago, where somebody who claimed to be a mechanic was trying to give him some free advice outside of the gym, and instead of taking it or being somewhat thankful for the guy trying to help him out, he decided that he was going to talk shit and then post a video on Instagram stating about how he talked shit and about how he was just an asshole for no reason.
So I'm walking into the gym, right? And I like to pull up with, pop, 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 pop. Pop, 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 pop. I got 830 horsepower, twin turbo, Italian Lamborghini V8 engine. That shit sounds ridiculous. Like if you ever hear it in person, shit's crazy, right? So this dude comes up to me right now and he's like, hey man, I'm a mechanic, and that does not sound right. That sounds like your car is misfiring, that doesn't sound right. It sounds like your car, motherfucker. I'm like, bro, what kind of car do you drive? Well, I drive a Toyota Camry, 2007. I'm like, bro, shut the f up. Bro, this is a $250,000.
And the reason that I bring this up is because at first I thought Amir was just making this shit up so that he could brag about his car and could basically flex online like he always does and like a lot of these fake alpha males tend to do. But it turns out that this shit must have really happened and Amir should have took his fucking advice, because the dumbass ended up having car trouble like a week after this and ended up going on a spree of posting videos about it and kind of being upset because his dumbass fucked up his car and was too stupid to take any type of advice. So we saw a live humbling that this complete clown decided to post himself.
We just dropped the baby off with grandma and we're about to go to the gym. I'm a passenger princess again in the gonna say what happened with the lamb. But let's just say that you're not supposed to. When you rev the engine, you gotta fucking rev it, let it hit, and let go. Rev it, let it hit, and let go. Not fucking hold it down. Can't do that. If you do that, running errands today. Came to check on the Urus. Driving it a little too fast.
And this is all just the beginning of this goofy bastard's goober behavior that he is just constantly on nonstop, and was just the beginning of him being a dumbass and not wanting to listen to anybody around him, and not being smart enough to know that you're not supposed to just sit there and hold the gas pedal down nonstop and screw up your engine like a dipshit. And I mean, to be fair, I can't be too surprised, considering that this guy was dumb enough to give Wesley Watson money to be his coach. But you just have to love how his ego kept him from actually avoiding this problem. And when he hasn't been doing goofy shit like this, he's also been trying to do some new type of motivational videos to get people to sign up on his courses and all, and has been giving some insight on the type of advice you'll get from him if you actually do get his course, which is to shower twice a day, make your bed, and stand on a scale. So some really high value stuff apparently.
Secret to success. Secret to success. Take 2 showers a day. If you're not taking 2 showers a day, like some of my friends, I'm not going to call you out with fucking acne all over your motherfucking back, okay? But take 2 showers a day. And make your bed in the morning. Make your bed. Weigh yourself every day. Make your bed. If you're not making your bed every morning, how the f*** do you expect to make 6 figures? 200K a year, 300K a year, millions of dollars. How do you expect to control the food that goes in your mouth throughout the day, to control your clients, to control your business, if you can't even make your bed? God damn. Make your bed if you want to get rich.
And this is only the beginning of his little goofy motivational post, where he's just taking random digs at his friends and calling out their back acne, which is probably from using that gear and using that juice instead of a showering issue. But along with this, he's also been posting some goofy-ass quotes with pictures where he thinks he looks hard as hell. And these consist of him taking a picture, talking about jumping on gear for the first time, along with say what you want about me, animals run to me, kids smile at me, strangers tell me their stories, and people feel safe around me. Or if you hang out with chickens, you're going to cluck, and if you hang out with eagles, you're going to fly. Drop the chickens, you're an eagle. So really, some just next level stupid shit. But of course, he also has to make ones addressing the haters. And he'll say things like, remember the same ones making fun of your post are the same ones who get excited when their boss lets them leave 10 minutes early. Or they say money isn't everything, but if I am sad, I would rather cry in a foreign than in a hoopty. So this goober is just all over the place with him. And I want you to keep in mind that this is supposed to be a supposed alpha male, grown man who has a wife and a kid that is posting this type of goofy shit. And I really want you to keep that in mind with some of these that he's posting, where he's talking about when girls say I got options, but it's just a bunch of broke ninjas trying to hit. So it is truly some crazy work for a dad and husband to be out here posting on Instagram. But this still isn't where the goofiness has ended. Because along with all of this, he is still continuing to try and flex and to try and make up these random different stories where he sees someone out in public who's doing something like buying lottery tickets, and he's continuing to just get this ego high. Because as we all know, in his mind, this means he's beating the damn competition.
I walked into I like flexing my belt, flexing my shoes too. Shout out to John for the shoes. So, quick little story. I see this guy driving a Honda Civic. I'm like, okay, God bless the guy. Then I see him with like 30 different lottery tickets, scanning them. Listen, You need to stop gambling on lottery tickets. Stop gambling on bullshit. You need to gamble on yourself and go in on yourself, or else you're going to keep driving a Honda Civic. You want to drive the big boy shit? You want to drive that Starlight shit? You want that chain? Gamble on yourself.
And the thing that gets me with these different little tangents he goes on is that the guy is always driving a fucking Honda Civic. So I really feel like he's just making something up so that he can flex the different things he's wearing in the car that he has. Because that's all that video was doing, was him flexing his belt, his shoes, his chain, his damn car, and he's just looking for any reason to try to look cool. And naturally, with all of this other random ass content that he's constantly producing, he is still out here just talking random shit about random things and just running his mouth nonstop. And it's led to different little goofy rants like this, to where this guy is laying in bed in the middle of the day shirtless after always pushing this message of grinding and all, just yapping about horse shit.
Yo, what I'm about to say is about to sting. If you're a loan officer or a realtor and you've been in the game more than 10 years and you're still taking loan applications or you're still showing houses, it's because you're fucking trash.
Oh, let me show you this house. Oh, look at this house. Oh,
10 years you've been in the game. 10 years you've been in the game making money. You didn't invest. You didn't buy property. You didn't build cash flow. You spent your money like a fucking dumbass. You were lazy. Did literally the minimum required to survive. And it's been a decade and you're still showing houses. Same on the loan side. You didn't scale. You didn't build a team. You didn't understand how to delegate. You didn't understand how to open a business, build a business. And it's been over a decade and you're still taking loan applications, loser.
So yeah, as you can tell, not much has changed when it comes to this guy's ego. And there is one other really goofy thing that I want to talk about today that really shows his insecurity, and that is the fact that recently he has been planning on getting a hair transplant along with liposuction. And the reason that I think he's getting the hair transplant all of a sudden is because after he got introduced to the AMU, he has been getting absolutely flamed for that hairline that he has going on.
Consultation number 4. Yo, $28K in America and a hair transplant. Hair transplant, tummy tuck. Yo, this is probably the one. The other motherfuckers wanted to charge me $48,000 and I didn't get a hair transplant. Here I'm getting a hair transplant and everything else for 28 grand. That's pretty good. They hustled me. I thought it was 20. It's 29 plus 28. We're at 50 G's. 60 G's. So I was like, look, I need y'all to negotiate this a little bit. Negotiate a little bit for me. I gave them a little deposit. We're going to see if we bring the price down. But they're negotiating, which is cool.
And there's just something so ironic about this big, bad, supposed fake alpha male that's always making fun of other people for having bitch tits and for all types of different body things going on. And then he's getting a hair transplant along with a tummy tuck. Like, you actually can't make this shit up. And he did follow through with this. And after following through, he's been doing anything for attention because he has been posting himself, getting up out of bed, moaning and groaning in pain, and just bitching so that he could get some attention online for being in pain. Like, there is no reason to produce this video. This is the same type of energy as that girl in high school who was always wearing a cast in order to get attention. And it's just the exact thing I would expect from this downright goober.
Is the other bed better? Or is that the other bed too high?
Fuck. Fuck. Yeah, what the fuck? This bed's so fucking low.
And yeah, that's it. He's just out here moaning and groaning, going, shit, I really need to post this, and trying to get those sympathy points. Like, you can't make it up. This is crazy work. And that's kind of where all of his shenanigans for the month where we haven't covered him ended. And he's truly just been all over the place. And it only kept getting goofier as I continued to watch. But with that said, that's where we're going to stop covering this Wes Watson wannabe. And I think that's enough for one day. So if you enjoyed, please drop a sub and a like and join the Saints Mafia, where we are flaming all of these different online goobers. And I'm out. Watching Amir sit there moaning and groaning like he's getting a pegging from Wesley. And peace.
So I'm about to drop 50K on surgery. This right here is gonna cost $8,000. There's a certain life that I live. The reason why I live that life is because of the disciplines that I've taken. The moves that I'm making, the expenses that I have. If it wasn't for what I did over the past decade, I would not be able to live that life. I'm going to do a reel later to show actual ownership costs on a car like this. I probably spent somewhere between $15,000 to $20,000 this year alone just on maintenance.